been here. Let's celebrate them with your glass up. Now get your ass up, party like this the last one. If you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. This show about to be epic. Come on, if you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. This show about to be epic. Come on, if you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. This show about to be epic. Come on, if you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. This show about to be epic. Come on.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Live from Next Sound Studio, our weekly show that connects independent music artists with their fans through their lyrics with our director Will B. Walker and his director's cut. I'm your host, Chantel Nicole, and I am excited to be navigating tonight's musical journey and even more excited to be introducing tonight's featured performer, Dave Toney. Dave Toney is a singer-songwriter born and raised in Harlem, New York. He has been singing since he was a young boy, and his soulful sound is sure to move you. His music tells stories of love, life, and everything in between. And when Dave takes the stage, he powerfully connects with his audience. His smooth voice is rooted in R&B and soul, but his sound is unique, and his performances are truly unforgettable. Dave has graced stages all over the United States and shared the stage with musical greats such as Patti LaBelle, Lady Gaga, and Crystal Waters. He even has sung background for independent artists such as Noji Crystal, Monet Hall, and so many more. In 2017, Dave Toney released his debut album, Life Lessons, and its lead single, Breaking Chains. Life Lessons' sound was influenced by Dave Toney's experience as a son, husband, and member of the LGBT community. He believes in the healing power of his music and its ability to affect change. His music and message is one of love, truth, inclusion, and justice for all. Dave Toney most recently released his sophomore project, an EP called The Truth, which is an in-depth look into the life of Dave Toney and his oppressive religious upbringing. The first single, Turmoil, was released to much acclaim. Dave Toney is also the COO of Stilts Inc., the parents company of international fashion brand Stilts Shoes, as well as the founder of Four Eyes Entertainment, an indie artist promotion and consultancy company. Here he is with our director, Will B. Walker, to talk a little bit more about his newest project and get into the lyrics of our first song of the night, Turmoil.
Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm Will B. Walker. I'm sitting here with Dave Toney. He's the man of the hour. Just going to jump right into it. I know you're working, you performed all your songs off of your new project, The Truth, but we're going to go back a little bit and talk a little bit where you come from since your first EP, Life Lessons, and leading up to now. So let's talk a little bit about what you've gone through since then.
Cool. Well, first I'll have to say I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for having me here. It's
thank you.
Such an honor to be here. But my journey as a musician, I come from a very musical family. So, like, you know, grandma plays the piano, mom sings, dad sings, sisters sing. So, growing up, music was like a really big part of my family. Like, when we get together, we're the kind of family who like harmonize and stuff at, like, you know, the holidays and things like that. So, music was always a big part of my life or whatever, but never something I thought I would like do professionally. Just something, you know, I enjoy doing or whatever.
Okay, and then leading up to doing it, you had your first project. So let's talk a little bit about what that body of work was like to make.
Well, Life Lessons, it was interesting because, you know, I knew that I wanted to sing. I had a gift to sing and a gift to write music, but I didn't really know what I wanted to say or whatever, or what voice I wanted to have or whatever. So Life Lessons was like a compilation of the music that I love to hear. So it was more like neo soul, like on the Jill Scott vein, because she's like one of my biggest people I love, one of my biggest favorite singers I love. So I followed that kind of vein of neo soul music and decided to make a neo soul album. But it really was like a collection of music that I love to hear, but not really my own voice. And so I look back at that music and I'm really proud of it, but also proud of where I've gone from there.
And now, funny that you mentioned that, not using your own voice, because I think The Truth, as the album is called, as the EP is called, is a better reflection of who you want to be as an artist.
Absolutely.
I know that artist, that whole EP has its own meaning behind it. I know it's based on certain religious oppression that you had. So just going to briefly talk about some of the situations that maybe you've gone through to help cultivate the album.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go straight into your performance of Turmoil. You can talk to us about that a little bit.
Okay. So the EP as a whole, The Truth, I was raised as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And that is a very, everyone has their own religious beliefs and things like that, but there's a highly controlled system. And it was really difficult being raised up in that kind of thing. It kind of stunts some of your growth. It stunts how you see the world. And I think that as a musician and as a singer, we have a responsibility to take our experiences and put that into music to hopefully help somebody. So The Truth was basically my journey from oppression to freedom. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Turmoil, which you performed here at Live Next Sound Studio. I know you have a music video for that and everything. That was your first single, putting it out. So let's talk a little bit about Turmoil.
So Turmoil, again, it was a big departure from anything I had ever done musically before, because I mostly sang on more, like I mentioned before, more like smoother R&B, neo-soul side, and Turmoil was much more of like a alternative, kind of rockier kind of feeling and sound, but it was my truth, which the whole project is. And so it was really about, I feel like as artists, again, that we have to make sure that we take our experiences and make them relatable to, the people or whatever. So Turmoil was what I was experiencing when I was within that, religious structure. And it was basically me saying, well, this is the way I'm feeling, and maybe no one else is understanding how I feel. And that's causing me pain and turmoil. And that was what led to that song.
Well, here he is performing it right here, Live Next Sound Studio. After this commercial break, we have Dave Tony with Turmoil.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I made y'all think this was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made y'all think this all started 2 years ago and not in the Bronx. Maybe I made y'all think every bar written was a hit, that my skills didn't come from hard work, frustration, letdowns, and dedication. Maybe it's my fault that y'all never saw me get pushed to the side, ignored, or even buy my own tickets to give out for free. Maybe I made y'all think rapping was something I decided to do and not something I was born with. Maybe I thought I never tried enough. Or maybe it's time to remind y'all where I'm from.
Hi, I'm Chantel Nicole, host of Live from Next Sound Studio. See America's top indie music artists perform live and hear the story behind their lyrics. Tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. EST on the YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio NYC, and I'll see you there.
Can't identify my pain. No one can describe the way I feel. My heart is in a state of ache. I don't think it's ever gonna heal. These lies I've been told, how they torment my soul. Life is so filled with despair. These fallacies haunt me until I get old. No one but me seems to care. Turmoil is taking over my brain. Nothing can extinguish this pain. Knowing that my life has been a lie is something that I can't explain. Your religion on my heart, it crucified. And faith is something I can't claim. I'm down to the wire and my soul is so tired. Don't even know what I believe. Nowhere to turn for the truth. I do yearn. Think that it's time just to leave. Turmoil is taking over my brain. Turmoil, nothing can extinguish this nowhere to turn for the truth. I do yearn. Think that it's time just to leave. Turmoil is taking over my brain. Turmoil, nothing can extinguish this pain. Turmoil is taking over my brain. Turmoil, nothing can extinguish this pain.
Not only am I captivated by the story behind this album, but I'm also more allured by his voice. And we have more to hear from him later. But first, let's give recognition to Next Sound Studio and the UBC TV network for providing this awesome platform. And you too could be part of this platform. And if you are interested in showcasing your talent right here on Live from the Next Sound Studio stage, please be sure to scan the QR code below and select Artist Submission. Don't forget to add your music links in the music box to finalize your submission. Now let's take it back to the director's cut as Will and Dave discuss his next performance of the night, Monotony.
And another song that you performed here live Next Sound Studio was Monotony. I love the hook of that. Do the same thing, everything your way.
Yes.
Hold on, wait, no. Do the same thing, everything your way. Do the same. Say it for me one time.
Do the same thing every day, no change.
Yes.
Do the same thing every day,
your way. So let's talk a little bit about that and what it's like to have. I know that's like a cycle that many people hate. So let's talk a little bit about those words.
Yeah, so Monotony was, it was actually the hardest song for me to write because I didn't really know like where I was going with it. I had the idea for the song. I had the title that popped into my head, but didn't really know how I was gonna like create that. But like the whole aura and energy and meaning behind that song was like we kind of get up and we are forced to do the same thing over and over. We like on a rat race, on a hamster wheel that we can't never seem to get over, and it sort of creates like almost a schizophrenic kind of personality where you are grateful for what you have, but then still wanting to get off of that monotonous wheel. And so I want to write a song that was basically that people could kind of relate to, because I know a lot of people, you know, are going through that whole getting up in the morning, going to work, doing the same thing, and really not seeing no way off of that kind of wheel, but then still being grateful in the same way of being able to provide for themselves. So that was what that song was about.
Well, here he is performing it right here live Next Sound Studio. Dave Tony with Monotony right after this commercial break.
Check out David Sosa's latest hits, beginning with Ocean Fire, featuring Lou Bang. When that situationship is just too real, toxic. Figure out what you want with, let me know. And can't forget that self-love with Laugh. Check out David Sosa's latest album, Journey to Love, available on all music streaming platforms.
Get the banging on my chest, bang bang, I'm the beast boy, I'm a beast. I'm a fighter, I have the tiger. Try to had to run it up, fuck is you running from? Came from nothing, said we amount to nothing. No, the life ain't easy, I'll take that risk, I'm dedicated. Time waiting on, I put my own up, that weight been making me strong. It's gonna happen, but through shit you couldn't fathom. No, I'm only going up, I'm getting mine. So fuck what's after, build different still. When the score, you ain't put shit on the board. Ain't been before, but it's only right that I keep on winning. And I snatch your plate, they lack, they fake. Catch him like a platoon with his brain. See the angels calling his name. He was thinking that life was a game, but the demons, they with me the game. Disrespected.
This day is gonna be the greatest memory, making history. Let's go. You don't need no luck with that golden touch. Time to light it up. Let's go. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it.
Stay the same, nothing has changed. We don't know which way to think. One in time, love my life and I'm doing so fine. Give God glory for my breath today. I'm living, I'm walking on the line. Sad and deranged, feeling the pain. My eyes are clouded by the rain. One in time, love my life and I'm doing so fine. Give God glory for my breath today. I'm living, I'm walking on the line. Can you walk that walk? Can you talk that talk? Can you live this life? Walk a mile in my shoes. It's so hard to say. Brain gets in the shoes. But did you walk that walk? Did you talk that talk? Did you live this life? Walk a mile in my shoes. It's so hard to say. Brain gets in the way. Do the same thing every day, no change. Do the same thing every day, no way. Monotony, 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 monotony. Hey, let me hear ya. Do the same thing every day, no change. Do the same thing every day, your way. Monotony, 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 monotony. The energy inside of me, I can't see reality. Morning in time, love my life and I'm doing so fine. Give God glory for my breath today. I'm living, I'm walking on the line. It's part of me, I don't know how to be, but I don't want your sympathy. Yeah. Can you walk that walk? Can you talk that talk? Can you live this life? Walk a mile in my shoes. You do it. It's so hard to say. Hey, 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 hey. But did you walk that walk? Did you talk that talk? Did you live this life? Walk a mile in my shoes. It's so hard to say. Brain gets in the way. Do the same thing every day, no change. Do the same thing every day, your way. Monotony, monotony, monotony. Do the same thing every day, every day. Hey, no change. Do the same thing every day, your way. Monotony, 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 monotony. I can't live without the things I do, even if I don't have a clue. What the hell am I supposed to do when I'm alone with you in my head? So I do the same thing every day, no change. Do the same thing every day, no way. Monotony, monotony, monotony. Do the same thing every day, every day, your way. Monotony, monotony, monotony. Can you walk that walk? Come on. Yeah, it's so hard to say. Brain gets in the way. Can you walk that walk? Can you talk that talk? It's so hard to say. Brain gets in the way.
I really love how his story parallels his music. I'm really looking forward to how he closes the night out. And if you've enjoyed what you've heard from him so far, be sure to stream all of his music, which is available on all music streaming platforms. And as always, if you've enjoyed us tonight, be sure to tune into our show next week as we bring you another talented indie music artist and catch up on previous episodes on the UBC TV network and YouTube channel Next Sound Studio NYC. Let's take it back to our director once more as Will and Dave discuss tonight's closing song, Verity. It's always my pleasure hosting, and I will see you again next week.
Another song that you performed here, live Next Sound Studio, was Verity. So let's talk a little bit about the subject matter behind that and the story that you're telling in that.
So the word verity means truth. And verity is basically about telling the truth about yourself. And so like on my journey from, you know, that bondage to freedom, I had to take responsibility and ownership of basically what my part was in basically my own binding and binding myself, and what that did to me and how it made me view the world and other people. And I think oftentimes we take a lot of time thinking about other people's truth and what other people need to do, but we don't take an introspective look at our own selves. And so that song is really about taking an introspective look at who you are, what your flaws are, what your negativities are, and trying to find a way to fix that.
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
And I love the way that you perform it. You get to see it perform it right here live Next Sound Studio right after this commercial break. Also be sure to be checking out all of his music available on all music streaming platforms. Also be checking out Live from Next Sound Studio, Next Sound Studio NYC on all social media platforms. We'll be back. Dave, Tony, and Verity.
Your discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
Are you looking for real opinions, informed reviews, and deep knowledge about every facet of the music industry? Well, look no further than CCTV, the non-stop pop show.
That's right. Join me, Chantel, Nicole, and Chris, your music industry insiders with years of experience from all across the music industry.
Yes, here on CCTV, we review and deep dive into your favorite artists' songs and careers.
But that's not all. We also interview music industry professionals, including artists, producers, choreographers, and everything in between.
So don't miss out. Come along for the ride and join the non-stop pop party.
Subscribe now on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube, and tune into our latest episode. Due discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
Created to shine. He's a soul survivor. The rise of the underdog. He rules undefeated now. Singing us such a song. The pain is not deleted. Underdog.
Hi, I'm Chantel Nicole, host of Live from Next Sound Studio. See America's top indie music artists perform live and hear the story behind their lyrics. Tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. EST on the YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio NYC, and I'll see you there.
Don't have a clue, but I can't seem to find the words to say that I am lying to myself. My ego's in the way. So damn arrogant and disparaging, in getting out when things don't go my way. Don't like change. Religion's altered my decision to be in control. I'm looking down on people thinking that they just don't know. Reckless worshiping, persecuting them, instead of loving them. Got to let go, let it go. Verity, verity, they say truth will set you free, but they don't know what it's like to believe. Oh, confusion, no illusion. How can this be just belief? We're choosing this illusion, thinking that we're just so free. I get to myself and nobody else. Standing all alone here on my own, feels like home. The walls are closing in, and I'm not who I thought I'd be. Thought I could have display for me. Let me hear ya. In fantasy, insanity. It's telling me not to be free. It's more than me. Truth remains. I am the one to blame. Truth remains running through my veins. Verity, oh, verity, they say truth will set you free, but they don't know what it's like to be me. Verity, they say truth will set you free, 'cause they don't know what it's like to be me. Verity, they say truth will set you free, but they don't know what it's like to be me.
Tune in to our Season 5 finale of Live from Next Sound Studio Thursday at 9 p.m., where our featured artist will be Aries, performing his songs.
Time ran out, now she's addicted to me, and I can't put your lighters in the air, little fires everywhere. Got no money, we don't care, we don't really care, no.
Slave to my rhythm.
Slave to my rhythm. Slave to my rhythm, you're a slave to my
Hear the stories behind his lyrics with me, Will B. Walker, in my director's cut.
Now get your ass up, party like this the last one.
Hosted by Chantel Nicole. We'll see you Thursday, 9 p.m., YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio, NYC.
Run through Flight Club for my new shit. Everybody know I like new kicks. Stacking up my paper like I move bricks. And I've been on the block, not a new kid. Shut the fuck, don't wanna hear your 2 cents. Bugaboo, why you gotta be a nuisance? 2020, 21 was a true bitch. Treated us like new phone. Who this? Yup, but never mind that. We're gonna make it through the rough times that got us thinking that we never bounce back. Wouldn't be who we are without that. So yeah, if you in here, make a friend here. Live it up with the ones that should have been here. Let's celebrate them with your glass up. Now get your ass up, party like this the last one. If you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. It's so about to be epic. Come on, if you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. It's so about to be epic. Come on. Everybody here live on the gram. Everybody here ride for the fam. Everybody getting crunk up on it, having fun up on it like a merry jam. Roll it up, take a puff. This stuff got your boy like you know.